Once, upon a far-flung field, ensconced in nature, well concealed, a pig farm lies in disrepair, long since bereft of love and care. And there, within its crumbling yard, the lonely farmer, surly, hard, confronts his daily chores, despite what's patently a losing fight. But as the sky's complexion dims, alone at night, his thick skin thins, and in his chair, now counting costs, thoughts turn to all he's had, but lost. Pigs, the envy of the nation, princely beyond computation. Countless county championships, the ultimate genetic mix. But farms grow old, and farmers too, and standards slip and targets skew. Forlorn, he turns to fill his glass, but hits a snag.
Christ, jam and blast.
And so to that infernal hole, the market, with its shopkeep troll.
Morning, Squire. Newspaper?
And gent.
Why not indeed? You seen what's in? The annual pig fair is coming back. Reclaim that crown, you maniac!
The farmer freezes, knees go weak. He takes a breath, but cannot speak. It's clear that he'd like nothing more, if only he'd a worthy boar.
Or, if your stock's not up to scratch, my Nate's sow, Belle, has just now hatched a litter I believe he'd sell. A boar to breed could serve you. Well.
To the bank he darts without delay to ascertain what he might pay. And when he's told it's not a lot, he clears out everything he's got. And o'er to old Nate's hastens he, to inquire what the price might be for no less but the finest lad from this new brood his Belle's just had. The sum is steep, it wrings him dry. But does he grumble? Does he cry? He thanks his lucky stars indeed, imagining the pigs he'll breed. Back home with his new pride and joy, he wonders what to call the boy. Something noble, filled with grace, befitting of his new-found place. And as he racks his mind in vain, his eyes fall on the perfect name, King
Edmund the Magnificent,
renowned for his beneficence. And so to work they go, full throttle, in the bath and on the bottle. The piglet gets the best and more, one very happy little boar. And sure enough, the lad fills out. Thick whiskers sprout out from his snout as Edmund turns from a tiny blob into a porky demigod. And as so often parents do, the farmer finds it painful to embrace how much his babe has grown, and from his nest, now nearly flown. But surpassing raw emotion comes a much more thrilling notion. Edmund, in his brawny form, should now be well equipped to spawn. It's what the lad was reared to do. Now get to work and see it through. But as he's guided through the gate, young Edmund starts to hesitate. Then walks straight past his promised one, somehow convinced her star is more fun. Amazed by this disinterest, the farmer's forced to reassess. A stumbling block, but nothing more. He'll get his boar to mate for sure. The sty was simply far too frantic. Next stop, something more romantic. To the barn, young Edmund's guided, where the farmer's well provided music, buckets filled with wine, and of course, his female swine. But even in such ripe conditions, Edmund's bound by inhibitions. No rhyme or reason as to why he leaves the sow quite high and dry. The boy's sick. He must be ailing. What else can explain this failing? Call the vets, prescribe the meds, return the lad direct to bed. And as the farmer's mind starts whirling, darker thoughts begin unfurling. What if Edmund's not just ill, but something even sicker still? Resolved to test this grim idea, and with his old boar waiting near, he drags poor Edmund from his pen to watch him socialize again.
Come on, then.
Edmund enters proud and sure, with much more purpose than before. The alpha laying down his scent, or something much more deviant. First posturing, then furtive glancing, playful snorts, coquettish prancing, sniffing round each other's breeches, bonding like a pair of leeches. Impossible as it may seem, there's no denying what this means. The naked truth is clear as day. The farmer's precious boar's a
Homosexual.
bewildered by the truth he's learned. He seeks to have the lad returned. But Nate's reply is plain and clear.
Not my fault the pigs are queer.
Desperation sinking in and magnified by pints of gin, seeing Edmund so contented, sends our farmer quite demented. If the porker would be bred, he'll sell his limbs as meat instead. This farm's a business, pigs aren't kin. He's let you down, now slaughter him. But as he turns to see it through, his conscience starts to niggle too, and standing with his knife and prod despite himself, he turns to God.
Lord, have I not always blessed thee? Why then dost thou cruelly test me? Send a sign, and I'll defend him. Else, in your silence I will end him.
Nothing changes. God stays mute. No choice left but to execute. But looking in his Edmund's eyes, the farmer finds he's paralyzed.
Damn you, Edmund! Straight to hell!
He says, now knowing all too well that whilst the pig has dealt a blow, his own life ended long ago. Damn the trophies. Damn old Nate, and damn the wretched county fate. Damn the past and damn the future. Damn this shame we cannot suture. No more looking back in rancor. No more grovelling to the banker. Hope is gone. It can't be mended. Better off if all was. Looking down, he tries to grasp what or whom has cast death out. A snout, thick neck, shoulders wide as boulders, and a back bearing the brunt like a runty horse. But how? Of course, his saviour steadfast, heaven-sent Edmund the Magnificent. And as he sits bestride his hog, a clarity divides the fog. He's been a fool, consumed by fear. When life demands, we pioneer. No longer shackled to the past, the farmer turns iconoclast and flips his pig farm on its head by trying something new instead. If Edmund's ill-equipped to breed, he'll make instead a noble steed and fill the farm with life anew, refashioned as a petting zoo. And folk will come from far and wide to ride the pig who plain defied the role his heritage prescribed, to honor who we found inside. Once upon a far-flung field, ensconced in nature, well concealed, a trail-blazing alpha pig taught a farmer how to live.